Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy to see you this morning. Apologize for the delay. I'm not gonna lie to you, it was really hard to listen to my alarm clock this morning. So I wasn't able to do the guru thing and, drink a green protein smoothie and dip my face in bottled water. So sorry to disappoint on that front. Morning, Paul. Hey, Fernando, Shayak, Angie, Roberta, Mike, Squid, Bruno. Good to see you guys. We're only a couple minutes away from the open. Yeah, I did have Powell speaking earlier today. I believe he's all done with that, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, we'll see what this market day brings. Yesterday was kind of a dull, not kind of a dull day, it was a dull day, which made sense after several days of big movement, gaps up, market trudging higher. Yeah, made sense that we were going to have a rest day. Morning, Jonathan. Hey, Tom. That's good to know. Thank you, Tom. Trump speaking at 11:40. We will be aware of that for sure. Dude speaks every day. I know. Seriously. All right. So, as far as market analysis, we had a little downtrend overnight. And so far, it looks like it's getting a V-shaped reversal. We've pretty much retraced almost the entire move. So that's not great. You don't want to see V-shaped reversals starting to occur in the market. Means we're likely due for some more of them. On Nasdaq, it was a little bit more clear because it looked like there was actually an overshoot here. Okay, there's the market open. We do not really have a trend in play right now. This uptrend looked like it played out. So we're going to be patient and wait for the next move here. Good morning, Martin. Hey, Neil. Saif, I average about one trade a day. Nasdaq looking a little bit relatively weak here. Good morning, Yas. Little push up on the S&P. I don't really like drawing a wider channel here. This is pretty choppy action. I think we're better off to assume that this uptrend is played out for now. Now, if it keeps popping up, we'll be forced to adjust. But for now, yeah, I'm going to assume that this uptrend is played out, and we're going to expect a correction. But we already had a V-shaped reversal on one side, so when you see that happen once, it's likely to happen again. Nasdaq put in a little bearish candle there. Come on, market, let's drop already. Do what you're expected to do. Hey, good morning, Tick Trader. Hey, Candlestick. Cricket, what is up? What's good? Aside from Powell speaking this morning and Trump speaking in a couple hours, we really don't have any planned economic releases. So, you know, today might be another dull day in the market. Unfortunately. Yeah, yesterday was a chopper for sure. But the good thing about yesterday is that we were able to recognize it very early. Yeah, it only took about an hour of the market before it was pretty obvious that that's what was going to happen for the day. All right, we're getting our correction on NQ and ES. You can see kind of a weak uptrend here. If that breaks, this could drop pretty quickly. I'm still going to wait for a downtrend to actually establish. Maybe I'll take a double lower high if it sets up here. We already have one lower high right here. If we can get a second one right here, that'd be a reversal setup. We could take that. But not looking like it. We popped up above the EMA. It's kind of acting as support right now. Bulls are not going away. Looks like it might drop here. McDaddy. Someone just asked that question like a couple minutes ago. I average about one trade a day. If this keeps going up here, we're going to have to look at this wider channel. I don't like it. It's not a great pattern, so I'm hoping it doesn't hold, and so far it doesn't look like it's holding. Nice, here we go. The drop starting to take shape. We're gonna track it with this channel here. Hopefully it can continue down and we can get a second entry short along the way. We're still really close actually to a double lower high. That could happen if we get one more attempt higher here. I'm watching for that. Yes, this could be perfect. There's our little attempt higher. If this turns around as a bearish bar, gonna have to take that one. Oh, we just don't want to see it drop too early, right? NQ setting up for that as well. Nope. That's not what you want to see. Buyers are being pretty stubborn. They keep pushing price up. That's a strong push above the moving average. Boy, this is really ugly. Cricket, you may be on the wrong day. We don't have any news that's of any significance. Yeah, I don't like this wide channel anyway. Even if we keep going up, it just doesn't fit the action right. Another push up. In Q, if we were going to be looking at a wider channel too, looks a little bit better than ES does, but this is just pretty ugly price action so far. Jeez Louise, guys. You'll notice the overnight low here on ES was at this key level, which was the low of 2 days ago, right here, and the high of the previous week. Or the high of Monday, rather, sorry. So anyway, was resistance, flipped to support, maybe support again here. We weren't able to crack through. Here we go. Finally getting the correction we're expecting. Unfortunately, it's pretty vertical. So the more vertical a move is, the more easily it's reversed. But we'll see anyway. Tick trader, yeah, it has been a minute since we've had a good bearish trend day. They will come. They will come. Little break of the channel and a new low on NQ. We got our move down, little break, new low. We would expect that to likely be reversed here. ES had a break, not quite a new low, but a vertical move nonetheless. Don't worry, that's my connection, not yours. Which connection is lost? What on earth? Oh, looks like it's back on already. Almost got that new low on ES. Of course, no setup there. One thing I do, Saif, if I mistakenly get into a position, I close it right away. No questions asked. It's hard. It's tempting to like hold on and, oh, maybe this will work out anyway. That's just not a good practice to get into for sure. Get out and accept the loss. That's a good way to go. Hey, Toad. Good morning. We're getting that pop on the Nasdaq just as we suspected after that downtrend played out. A little bit too high up to take the double higher low though. And the market continues to chop. ES popping up, and we're coming right back to all this resistance here. This whole area is looking very much like a range. We're going to play it like that. Could consider a short if we get up to the top here, especially if this uptrend plays out. All right, if we get a little break, new high, failed breakout up here, I'd be interested in taking that. All right, we got a little break of the channel, headed up to the top of the range. Again, we'll be looking for hopefully a nice failed breakout and be looking for a bear hammer there at the top. Didn't quite get to the top there. I'd look for the same thing on the Nasdaq if we can. Little break here. Get to the top. Get a nice bearish hammer, failed breakout. I'd present a good opportunity. All right, here we are at the top of the range. Interestingly enough, Nasdaq did not make it up there. So a little bit of weakness showing here on NQ. I don't like how big this bar is on ES, so I'll need another one to actually short. Yeah, not getting that failed breakout. We're well above that little range congestion. Right near yesterday's close. We still have that key level looming above us. Maybe the market will work its way up there. But yeah, this is looking like two legs, so perhaps this wider uptrend was legit. But now it has a break and a new high. Still expecting a correction to the downside. All right, we'll be looking for a double lower high here. Need one lower high and then a move down and the second lower high on a little break and retest of the range or the EMA, like so. Still haven't quite got a lower high there. No bar has ticked higher. If this keeps going up, we might just have this trend as something that stands alone. Not playing that though yet. Again, I think the first assumption ought to be that this is the second leg of that move up already. Still have not ticked higher on any of those bars there on the S&P. On the Nasdaq, we did. You'll see that lower high right there. See if we can push below the EMA, get that second one. But this is looking pretty decently bullish on ES. Jeez Louise, everyone and their mother asking about how many trades I take a day in a week. I don't know how many times I need to say it. Again, I average about a trade a day. Still no lower highs on ES. We're just waiting for something to set up here. We are getting the correction as expected, though. That's good. All right, so NQ's looking better for this double higher low. If we can get it right around here. Come on, baby. Make one more attempt higher. Let's go, Bulls. Try to get up there. Dang, look at that. No double lower high. Possible overshoot, maybe. ES2 looks like a possible overshoot. We had a nice gradual channel, and then we just dropped out of the bottom of it. See if it continues, and we'll be very quick to widen the channel. Be watching the pullback really closely here. NQ is back at the moving average. Don't have a lot of room to get a complete second entry. We'll see. ES has not made an attempt to go down here. Man, this market is pretty dang slow, guys. More patience needed. Hey, sounds good, Archer. See you in the Discord, man. If you need to zoom out, remember where we're at for the day. We have not really gone much of anywhere. Here's our overnight high. We're not able to break it. Our overnight low, we haven't even tested it. This is overall a range, so trade accordingly. Reduce your size, reduce your trade counts. This is not a day to be getting after it, throwing a bunch of size at the market. Oh, dang. Look at that. That was a quick second entry. Way too big of a bar, though. If we can get a lower high, I'll take it. We already had one attempt to go lower here, another pullback. That was our second attempt. Let's see if we can get a lower high. I'd consider the same trade on NQ if we can get it. Need this bar to reverse really strongly on ES. Not looking like it so far. Close above the EMA, that's not good. Yeah, I'm not looking at the short anymore. Bummer. I mean, that is true, Tom. It is 2 clean legs back. It's just the overall bias is not helping us any. If this candle closes above the EMA again, yeah. I mean, we've already traced about 50% of that move. Goldfinger asking, would I consider the last 23 candles a bear flag? I would have to count the candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So you're talking about, this is the 23 candles right here. What would that be a bear flag to? A bear flag happens when you have a drop and then something like that, right? That's kind of what a bear flag looks like. A bull flag is kind of the same. It's like that, right? So I don't know where, if these are the 23 candles, I don't know how that would be a flag to anything. There's no drop anywhere. In fact, we're close to the overnight high. We have more of a bullish bias for the last, what are we at? 6, 7 hours. See if these 2 legs back lead to anything. We did have a move down, 1 pullback, 2nd pullback. Not so pretty at all, Matt. Not so pretty at all. Kind of looking like another day of chop, guys. So, gear up. Gear up. Cool. Well, I think that'll do it for the stream. I'm not seeing any immediate setup possibilities. Yeah, I'm gonna switch over to Discord. Hopefully, we'll cross our fingers that we do get a good opportunity. We had some yesterday afternoon. Got a nice scalp yesterday. Called that out in the Discord. So yeah, we'll hope for the same, but we're not gonna press our luck. And if conditions aren't right, the best thing to do is sit on your hands. Yeah, hope it's a great day for you guys. Enjoy. Trade safe out there, and I will see you tomorrow for the last day of the week. Crazy, this week has flown by. But anyway, peace out, guys.